It's so good to be home. Guitars and motorcycles. Dwight Yoakam should have thought of that one. Where, oh where were you last night? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Aha! It's good to be home. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? What's happening? We've been back from our Gatlinburg Blue Ridge vacation about a week now, and I've been too busy catching up on my chores and all of that stuff that I didn't do while I was gone this past week to make a video. I took a nap a couple times because I was wiped out. We're back in Michigan, we're back home. I thought I'd bring you guys around the block to give you a talking to. Did I say that? A talking to? That's not good. That's like being a bad stepmom, isn't it? Not good. No, not good. I thought I'd just bring you along for a little ride around the block, get you caught up, get me caught up. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, get me caught up. There's something wrong with me. With our vacation, I gotta tell you what, that Blue Ridge Parkway, that was some of the most awesome scenery you'll ever see. If you get a chance to go, you all gotta go. You keep putting things off and putting things off. I'll do it next year, and I'll do it next year. Next year never comes, so it's one of them things, you just gotta do it. You get a chance to do it, just do it. Even if you don't have a chance to do it, go do it anyway. You'll be glad you did. It's the first time I got to do anything in years and years. I just made it. I just went. I just did it. And I'm glad I did. Riding the bikes out there was awesome. The Blue Ridge Parkway was awesome. Riding the tail of the dragon is just what bikers do. It's only an 11-mile piece of road. You ride all the way out there just to ride an 11-mile piece of road that's really curvy, but it's cool. It was fun. We had a good time. We laughed. Of course, we partied and we rode a lot. That Saturday, we left Pigeon Forge at about 7:15 in the morning. We got back home about 8 o'clock that evening. We rode 700 and something miles that Saturday. I gotta tell you, by the time we got back to Grand Rapids, I had to get off this thing. My butt was killing me. Your old head's just spinning and swimming. It got the sound of 12 Harleys ringing in your ears for a week. It's just like the ocean waves pounding in there, but it's so cool. It was an awesome trip for sure. We partied and hung out together and had laughs. And when we were, I want to point one thing out, when we were testing moonshine down there, we didn't ride the bikes. We got on them stupid trolleys, and so you could be responsible. You ride the trolley, you pay $1, get on the trolley, and the trolleys leave from Pigeon Forge and take you to Gatlinburg. That's where most of the moonshine tasting was in Gatlinburg. Well, that's what we did. We had designated drivers. We're smart bikers. The cousins know the roads, so they know how to do it. I tell you, they know how to do it up. But I was asked were all the people that I rode with, my cousins, and I gotta tell you, yes, they are. They're family, every one of them. We met Brett and cousin Chris down in Toledo, Ohio. They were from Detroit. We picked them to cousin Chris. I gotta tell you what, this guy is an amazing bike rider. He was going through the tail of the Dragon, and you get in them deep corners, like, and he'll stick his hand out and touch the road. He'll have his left hand down touching the road because he enjoyed that ride so much. Well, that's some riding. What can you say? The guy loves to ride. Then we had Mickey and AJ. They're from down here. TJ and Heather went with us. They got a new bike and got a Ultra Glide Classic while we were there. And Howard, of course, Howard and Rachel, they got engaged. How cool was that? They got engaged in the last turnout on the tail of the Dragon. There's a little turnout there with the overlook. You guys seen the pictures. I'll put it up here again. Up here, or over here. But that turnout right there was on the tail of the Dragon. So that guarantees like a return trip to see if their name's still written on the wall, and just the memories of that's where Rachel got proposed at. We just got to go back. We made some memories, that's for sure. Scott, Cindy, that's Cindy's first time out of Michigan. What a way to go on a motorcycle. I know she had fun. Scott had fun. Cousin Dan, he's tagging along with me. Like, we're just riding, we're just cruising. And Chris and Tracy, of course, are like in the front, making everybody in the back go 90 miles an hour. We had to go 90 miles an hour everywhere we went, except for on the Dragon. We kind of took it easy there. Well, I did. I don't know about the other ones, but I did. I didn't want to be the first one to dump in there. But we made it. Life is good. Awesome memories. Because of the COVID crap and everything going on, it's like all the bike events in Michigan this year, just about everywhere, except for Sturgis, they kind of got canceled. So you gotta get out there and make your own biker events. Yeah, do your own thing. We should get a bunch of people together. We'll just go make a ride and do our own event. What do you think? Give me a hairy thumbs up. I had some other questions too about my cornbread. I was going to take cornbread with me down there, and I did, and I ended up feeding it to the birds, because next to our hotel in Pigeon Forge there was a Krispy Kreme donut place. Hey, what a better way to get a southern girl than you put Krispy Kreme donuts on the back of your bike. It's kind of like a bait pile, and you just open it up and just wait for them girls to come. Well, I only had one taker, and I tell you, here's a picture. I'm going to put it up right here, or maybe right here. Yeah, this way or that way, it's going to come up. And she was a hairy one, boy. I tell you, I didn't bring that one home with me, but I got a picture. Too much fun. And we were talking, there was a talk the last day or two, last 2 days, about what we're going to do next summer. And it was mentioned about going out to Colorado. Of course, we're going to ride. We're not trailering the bikes. We're going to ride. And there's mountains in Colorado, of course, the Rocky Mountains, and there's peaks. You go up I guess there's like a couple of roads where you can do like 4 or 5 peaks in a couple of days. The mountain riding is crazy on a motorcycle. It's really fun. That's what you go for. Get up in them mountains. That's where the windy, twisty roads are. So we'll see what happens next summer, but we still have a little bit of time this summer. See, the leaves are starting to change in the trees, and it was 48 degrees this morning when I got up. So this summer is winding down. And honestly, I was looking at the snowmobiles today, said, oh, I got to start them up and check everything over. We got to be ready for that. I think I'm going to be the first snowmobile vlogger you guys ever seen. I know how to waterproof this camera, so I think I'm going to do it. It's not waterproof right now because of this wire right here going in the side. I have to take the cover off the GoPro right there to plug this wire in. Well, I think if we put some monkey shit over that right there, that'll waterproof it enough where we can ride it out on the snowmobile. We're gonna see. So I appreciate all you guys watching, all your subscribers signing up to check things out. We still have some rides, I'm sure, with cousins. We'll be doing a tunnel of trees in the fall, getting the fall colors and all of that going on. That's an awesome ride to go on. And there's some other things, some bike nights to go to. Probably a party or two at the Harley Barn even. But one thing's for sure, there is going to be another Harley wedding. Well, Howard and Rachel, they did it. They did it. I have to tell you, when we were walking up Clingman's Dome, up that stupid mountain, everybody knew Howard was going to propose, except for Rachel. Everyone knew that that's where he was supposed to propose at. And we walked up there and we was just cussing out Howard, the freaking Howard. And we walked up that mountain. We kept, come on, what are you waiting for? What are you doing? He never did ask her up there because there was too many people, he said. But we was giving him grief. Well, I thought he chickened out, man. Hey. But he didn't. He did it at the perfect time. We didn't know he was going to do it on the tail of the dragon. And sure enough, bam! Howard did it. Yeah, hairy thumbs up on that. So I just had to mention that. On our whole vacation, the bikes, they all worked. They all ran good and worked well. We had a few minor problems. Howard's bike is a Road Glide. We had to tighten the belt up a few times. His belt come loose. And what else? Oh, the kickstand on AJ's Ultra Glide was kind of wore out, and he had the parts. Or we went to the Harley dealer, Harley shop, and got the parts right there. That took like 15-20 minutes to put that back together. Nothing major. And Tracy, she has a heel toe shifter on her Street Glide. It was wore out, and they knew that before we left on the trip. They had already had the new parts in the saddlebags. Pretty good thinking, huh? They had the new parts for that in the saddlebag. So Chris changed that in the parking lot at the hotel too. That took about 15-20 minutes, and they were good to go. Well, that was all the issues that we had on the whole trip, really. We just had fun. Overall fun. So with that, I know we're riding into the sun. You guys get to see my ugly mug on this camera right here again. Woohoo! Aren't you glad? My ugly mug popping back up on the YouTube. Scary. So we'll try to do this as much as we can while we still got good riding. And I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you, all the thumbs up, all the questions I get, and everything is very cool. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time. Rock on. That right there, some of you all think that's loser. No, we changed that. That's love. Love you guys. Later.